Child marriage predates Islam and has historical roots in various societies across continents. In pre-Islamic Arabia, child marriage was prevalent, influenced by tribal customs, economic factors, and the need to establish alliances between families. When Islam emerged in the 7th century, it introduced several reforms aimed at protecting women's rights, including regulating marriage practices. However, child marriage remained a deeply ingrained cultural practice in many regions. Interpretations of Islamic religious texts, such as the Quran and Hadith sayings and actions of Prophet Muhammad, vary regarding the issue of child marriage. Some proponents of child marriage argue that it is permissible based on certain interpretations of specific verses and historical contexts. They may cite examples from the life of Prophet Muhammad, who is believed to have married Aisha, a young girl, although the exact age at the time of marriage remains a point of debate among scholars. On the other hand, opponents of child marriage within Islamic traditions argue for a contextual and holistic understanding of the Quran and Hadith. They emphasize the principles of justice, consent, and the well-being of children as fundamental to Islamic teachings. They contend that child marriage goes against the spirit of these principles and undermines the rights and development of young girls. In contemporary times, there is a growing movement within Islamic communities to address and challenge the practice of child marriage. Scholars, activists, and religious leaders are engaging in critical discussions, re-evaluating traditional interpretations, and advocating for reforms that uphold the well-being and rights of children. Many Muslim-majority countries have taken steps to raise the legal age of marriage and implement stricter regulations to combat child marriage. For example, countries like Tunisia, Morocco, and Bangladesh have increased the minimum age of marriage to 18, with exceptions only in cases of judicial consent. These legal reforms are often supported by religious leaders who emphasize the importance of protecting children and ensuring their best interests. Furthermore, educational initiatives, awareness campaigns, and community-driven interventions are being implemented to challenge cultural norms and create social change. These efforts seek to promote girls' education, empower young girls through skill development programs, and provide support systems for at-risk children and their families. It is crucial to note that child marriage is not a religious requirement in Islam. Rather, it is a complex issue influenced by a combination of cultural, historical, and socio-economic factors. While some interpretations have justified child marriage, others within Islamic traditions are actively working to reinterpret religious texts, challenge harmful practices, and advocate for the protection and empowerment of children, particularly girls. Child marriage within Islamic traditions remains a contentious and multifaceted issue. It is essential to approach the topic with cultural sensitivity, recognizing that diverse interpretations and practices exist within Muslim communities. By engaging in open dialogue, fostering education, and advocating for the rights and well-being of children, progress can be made towards eradicating child marriage and creating a future where every child, irrespective of their religious background, is protected, empowered, and able to fulfill their potential.